came in before we wrap up. In international trade transactions, the laws of many countries require that some key documents, for example, the bill of lading, must be in paper and wet signed, therefore not in digital form. How do we sort of resolve that issue? We touched on it very briefly earlier, but we haven't really like talked about like where there's constraints that revolve around a digital document.
Yeah, Eric, are you asking me?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Nimara.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me chime in here. Yes, I have definitely experienced that. There are some countries in the world where you actually need the paper BL for, and of course, we are, going to comply with the regulations that are there. This is something that we will always have exception to the rule, right? This is how, Eric, it's not a one size fits all in shipping industry. And we will always need the ability and the flexibility to cater to the government requirements and also some customer requirements. So this is the way we have to approach every new technology in shipping industry, at least, which we don't have a lot of flexibility in avoiding some of these requirements. But we talked about the example, right? Like FMC's requirement, very stringent requirement about who will get the invoice. But we are complying with that requirement, but at the same time, through the delegation feature, we are still giving the customers the flexibility. So it is the matter of complying with the requirement. There are no two ways about it, but then also finding other flexible approaches that can help us.
Yeah, actually, Nemara, I wanted to remind Nemara that even there, Hapag-Lloyd is innovating. So in a few countries that we know, we work closely with Hapag-Lloyd to bring in digital counters. So for drop-off and collection of the physical BL, because what you really see is a lot of times these processes are sequential. But what Hapag has innovated is they said that the sequence, I don't need to be sequential. It is, you can pay me, you can pay the invoice. And today customers are used to picking up their stuff from Amazon from a digital locker. They're using something very similar to cut down the time of transaction and bring in more efficiency there. So interesting things happening in our part of the world where paper BLs are still prevalent.